Hello there everyone, Shibby here. Hope everyone out there's doing well and came back once again with some more Pokemon trading card game Pocket. Today's video, I feel like trying out this Garchomp deck that I've been messing around with and see if I can manage to win a game or two online with it. This deck is pretty simple in its composition. It just revolves around Garchomp, Persian, and Cynthia. I will say this is not the most optimal way to run Garchomp. This is just a variant that I've been running that I think is just really fun. And I will have the entire deck list in the description of the video below should you want to try this build this deck for yourself or just simply improve upon it. And I will try to explain my game plan and thought process behind this deck when we actually get into some matches. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling, and let's go find our first game. Alrighty, looks like I found my first opponent here, and we unfortunately have to go first. But we'll try to overcome if we can. And this is not the starting hand we want, but it's the starting hand we got. So we'll just try to do what we can. But with right side, we do have our full Garchomp line already. But ideally, you want to start out with Meowth. Well, here's Meowth. But the reason I am starting, I play Meowth and Garchomp in this deck. Meowth is here so we can draw the cards we need to get Garchomp going. Like Cynthia and having another Persian on board. So yeah, Meowth's here just so we can draw cards, and Persian is here so we can make the opponent discard cards in their hand while we're trying to quietly but surely build up our Garchomp in the background. But unfortunately, I can't really do anything right now because we went first. But looks like we're up against Dialga, which could mean several things. And we draw into a Cyrus, which is not bad. So, Well, I definitely don't want Gible to get hurt. And we're going to draw into a water energy in the future. So we really just need kind of Gabite anyway as we build in to hopefully get a fighting energy here soon. So we're going to take Gabite out and get Persian in just to take the damage for us. And hopefully my next two energies are water and fighting. As you can see, the huge hurdle for this deck is the RNG on the energies that you get. And they're going to make me bring Gabite right back in. As Garchomp unfortunately needs one water, one fighting to do anything. And if you don't hit on it, then well, it just sucks because you're going to be waiting for a while to get what you need. But we do already have our Garchomp, but I see no fighting energy in our future. So we're going to once again run here, bring Persian in. Going to put the Rocky helmet on Persian. Make him second guess themselves a little bit. And I don't want to throw anything away right now with Garchomp's effect. This version of Garchomp has the effect where you can discard one card in your hand and then draw from your deck, which is nice in a crunch time when you really need it. I haven't tried the new Garchomp yet either, which I haven't pulled it, so I can't really try it. But I don't know which is better between the two Garchomps, or if even Cynthia works with both Garchomps. But if I ever do get lucky to pull it to pack, I will, or two of them, I will try it out for sure. Or maybe one of each could even be good. But that one has the actual bright side of being only a fighting type. So you can actually run it with just a fighting type deck and not have to worry about getting a water and a fighting type energy, which I'm just not doing. Unfortunately. So hopefully I get a fighting energy here soon, or else we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. All right, they're going to heal up their Dialga a little bit here. And we're going to get hit for 100, unfortunately. Now, we're in a really bad way because I have no other basics, and I haven't seen a fighting energy yet, so we're probably in a little bit of trouble here. And we get our Cynthia, but we can't attack. But, I mean, next turn we're going to be in trouble. Because I can't really do anything. So I'll survive a hit, for sure. And I'll be able to KO Dialga next turn. So we do have to hope that they brick here. Never mind, we're gonna lose. Just never mind. All the plans I had are gone. So we're just lose here. I was gonna say, if they didn't play another bench card and they just had Dialga out left, we could have used Cynthia, one-shotted it with Garchomp, and they would have still lost, even though we would have both been out of Pokemon because we had 2 points and they would have had 1. So it wouldn't have been a draw. But unfortunately, that's not what happened, and we were off to a rough start with the Garchomp deck that I'm trying out. But hopefully our luck will be a little bit better in the next match. But a good game to that opponent. I'll be back when I find my next game. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here, and unfortunately we're gonna have to go first again, which always sucks. And we do start with Meowth in hand this time, so we can run this the ideal way. Because now with Meowth in front, even though unfortunately we are going to have to go first, we can actually draw some cards and hopefully get this deck going faster. And we are starting with Fighting Energy right off rip. And we're going up against a Lightning deck. Okay. So the threat of Magnezone is on board, unfortunately. And where I'm having to go first, I can't do anything, so we're just going to have to immediately pass. I do really hope that they add more benefits for going first. Like, nothing broken, but just something to where it's just not a hindrance to go first. Because really, I know I say this like every Pokemon video, but like, if you're not playing water and you're going first, like, there's just really no benefit for you at all. I mean, yeah, sure, you can evolve first, which is helpful in certain situations, but like, that being it doesn't really help you in any way. But we do get our Cynthia, and we get a Fighting and Water Energy right off the bat. So I'm not going to worry about getting Meowth going, because we have everything we need to get Garchomp going right now. So what I want to do is use Persian as a shield for our Garchomp. And hopefully it doesn't get tagged in here, but they don't have anything that can one-shot it yet. Now, Magnezone and Pikachu are both problems, for sure. They're actually running Pokedex. They're going to be able to see what their next move will be. I don't think it's worth running in a deck, if I'm being completely honest. But to each their own. I'm sure most people probably think running Persian and Garchomp are stupid, so who am I to say anything about anything? Alright, well, we don't get paralyzed, which is good. And now we have our Garchomp. And Garchomp is fully built. And next turn we can tag out if need be. Now, ideally, we want to take out Pikachu first, if we can. Because we can one-shot it, and we don't want Garchomp getting hit. Now, if I'm paralyzed here, I can't actually retreat Persian. But we'll see what we get here. Okay, they've not hit on it at any point. And we do have our Cyrus here. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put energy into Persian. And we're going to retreat immediately. And bring in our Garchomp. Now, I could use Sabrina, but I can't use Cynthia and Sabrina together. So either they bring in Pikachu to take a hit, or they bring in Magneton to lose. So I'm trying to think if that'd be worth it. We do have a Cyrus in hand, so if we don't kill Pikachu, we can forcibly tag it back in. But I think what I'm going to do, I think we're just going to actually take the point and take out Dedenne. I've never known how to say that properly. That way, we do survive a hit from Magnezone regardless, but they're going to bring in Pikachu. So it doesn't matter. So we'll survive a hit from Pikachu no matter what, because the most Pikachu can do to us is 100, even with the Geo. And we can go for a game if things go to plan, if they don't tag out here. Because they now have the option for either Magnezone or Pikachu. Really, they're going to actually go for the knockout on Persian. Okay, this is actually fine then. Because I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to put another energy into Persian. We're going to get Persian out. His Garchomp's already built. And then we're just going to play Cynthia and just win. Because that's all that we need to do. They only had, I don't know why, I just gave him the benefit of a guaranteed 90. I forgot that Pikachu needs to have that whole bench built up before it can actually do anything. So unfortunately, they didn't get the cards they needed, and we got started relatively quickly. So we got the benefit there, and that got us the win. Thankfully. But good game to that opponent, and I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here, and we finally get to go second. Thank God. Alright, but we do have a Meowth in hand, which is always wonderful. And we have our whole Garchomp line available to us as well. So, okay, we're going to get this started. And let's see what we're going up against. Darkrai and Toxicroak. I've actually not come across Toxicroak at all yet, so this will be interesting. And Shaman, alright. This is a very unique deck, which is cool. I'm all for people trying new things. And we get a fire and water immediately, so we're just actually going to forego Meowth for now. And just build up our Garchomp. I mean, Meowth is really just here for emergency scenarios, just so we can draw into Garchomp faster. So this is okay if we get all the RNG on the energy immediately. That's totally fine. We still need Cynthia to make the most out of this, but having Garchomp already built is always good. So what does this do? Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Do 20 damage to this Pokemon instead of the usual amount for this condition. Okay. So I can see how that can be annoying as he does 20 instead of your typical 10. But we do have Cynthia as well. So we can party with Garchomp. And we can also undo this poison on Meowth to be a little bit more of a nuisance. And we'll end our turn here. Now, next turn, we can get Persian out. And we don't actually need to waste Cynthia on Toxicroak. And we can take out one shot, or we can take out Darkrai in a single shot. If they opt to bring it in. Well, actually, now we can't. Because Darkrai has 160 health now. Alright, so we get Sabrina. I'm going to put an energy into Persian. And we're going to retreat into Gabite. And bring out our boss monster here. And we don't actually need to use Cynthia here. Now they can't attack with Darkrai immediately. And that they don't want to risk us doing any damage to it just yet. Alright, we're going to take 20. Alright, they got 2 Darkrai, but they can't double down on the effect without Dawn, so that's fine. Alright, we get another Persian. And I'll just go ahead and throw a fighting energy into this Persian. And I'm just going to attack here. I don't think... Yeah, they can't kill us regardless of what they do. And they conceded. Never mind. Well, that probably could have still went either way. I felt like we'd have a little bit of an advantage there. But, you know, I'll take any win I can get, I suppose. But I'll go find one more match and a good game to that opponent. And I'll be back when I find my next game. Alrighty, it looks like I found my final opponent here, and we do have the good fortune of going second once again, which I will always take. Now, we don't draw into Gabite immediately, or Gible. I can't remember the first stage of Garchomp because I'm stupid. But we do have a Meowth, so we can try to draw into it faster. But looks like if I can make through the opponent's setup thing, we're going up against a Psychic deck, I think. Are my eyes seeing the right thing? But that is if our opponent chooses to join us here. All right, the classic Gardevoir Mewtwo deck. All right. So we need to try to get started as fast as we can, which is what Meowth is for. Meowth and Oak on the opening hand is not bad. Now, unfortunately, we do have to waste an energy on Meowth, where I would have liked to use it on Gible, but that's okay. All right. Well, we got both our Garchomps, but unfortunately, no Gible, and we get both our Persians. All right, we're just gonna put a Rocky Helmet to Meowth, just to kind of not let, so Ralts doesn't have the gumption to attack us, we'll say. But we'll get a free draw here. And a minor 10 damage. We get our Cynthia, so if we can get Garchomp built up, then we'll be in halfway decent shape. But hopefully they're not going to get Gardevoir just right off rip. All right, they're going to oak it up as well. And we just got to hope that we can get going before they do. All right, yeah, they must already have their Gardevoir because they don't want this Corilla to take any damage. So yeah, Mewtwo's already going to be started. So this is not what we want. And then we go into the Mystical Slab, so they're just drawing all the cards that they need. They get a second Ralts. Oh god, they just have every damn thing. Shit. Okay, we're in a little bit of trouble here. We have a Cyrus, which is not bad. We're going to evolve into Persian. Just try to be a little bit of a nuisance and make them discard some stuff. And, well, if I just Sabrina in, they're probably not going to pick Corilla anyhow. So I'm just going to attack into Mewtwo, because any damage is good damage into Mewtwo. But we're not going to get the discard, because my luck with coin tosses continues to be terrible. All right, well, we're not drawing into our line. We're in huge trouble. Mewtwo's going to be able to two-shot us here. And they're not going to have to spend much energy doing it, and I have no other basics. All right, well, I need a basic of any kind now, and I'm just not going to get it. So this is probably already lost, unfortunately, because I just did not hit into any other basics. No Pokeballs, no nothing. So I'm going to have to just Sabrina here to survive. But with Gardevoir, this is really not going to matter a whole hell of a lot, because Corilla is a 1 retreat cost. And even if I get heads on this, it's not going to matter, and I'm not. Just a head insult to injury. I don't know what the hell is this. Get out of here. Well, I've never seen that notification before, but whatever. All right, well, yep, we're gonna lose our Persian here, and we got nothing else on the bench. And we're gonna lose. Well, unfortunately, we bricked like you would not believe, so there was really not much hope on that one, especially not hitting on the coin tosses to make him discard, but they already got built before that would do anything for me anyhow. But good game to that opponent. I do believe I'm going to end the video here. Feel free to leave me any recommendations on the better ways to run Garchomp. I know there are better ways. I just thought this method was fun enough. I'm going to mess around with some more stuff, see what I can figure out for Garchomp. But Any recommendations are also good. But if you made this far in the video, I thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.